Yep.
Every time, Joe. Let the intro play, man. Come on. Welcome back to the #1 Pokemon GO podcast, where you've missed me. You've missed me so much. Joe was off spreading misinformation last week about why I was gone. That's okay. After I got a podcasting, Charles McFall, and I am back. And I did embrace the underscore last week. I appreciated Joe misinforming everybody. It's all right. So just so you know, it was not for my birthday that I was gone, although it did play in a little bit.
Don't let him lie to you. It was for his birthday.
Yeah, no. So I was gone on my birthday, but I was working. So coming next weekend, a week from next weekend, we're my business partner going to the EMS conference, and we're officially launching One EMS, and that's what I've been working on really hard for the last couple of weeks. And it's a mixture of taking the voice, giving all the workers in my local area and the state, and then we're going to take it to the Eastern Seaboard, then nationally, and then globally is a plan, a voice. And it's taking my talents as a media creator and host and my 20 plus years in EMS to where I've built up a reputation and contacts and know what I'm talking about. And we're talking to everybody from the state level to boots on the ground. And so last week I basically did a tour of the Savannah area where we talked to a bunch of fire chiefs and different things. And the plan was to come back early Thursday to get some rest and be on the show Thursday night. I didn't get home till about 6 or so, and I was exhausted. And then Joe's like, yeah, man, he's out partying for his birthday, which actually was not entirely incorrect. After we did the day of recordings and everything else, my business partner and I would go to dinner, and we'd eat very well and drink decently. You know, I'm not a huge drinker, and neither is he, but, you know, when in Rome, you're going to kill a lion. That's all I'm saying. So, but you know what? I will return the favor, Joe. I am not a selfish co-host. You can have your birthday off all day long, not have to be on the show at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll work that with you, man. Because your birthday is soon, right? Am I breaking up? Are you breaking up? Who's breaking up here? What's going on? Things are freezing. Uh-oh. Is the internet down? Are you messing with me, Joe?
Of course I am. I turned.
Oh my God, no! Oh my God, you got me on that one. Oh, you
I turned off my webcam. I turned off my microphone.
Oh my God, Gambo! I know tomorrow's birthday. That's the joke. But Joe took my world-class joke, threw it in the trash, and just dunked on me so hard right there. That was too much, man.
It's my birthday in certain parts of the world.
A week from yesterday, yeah. I know. That's a friend of mine used to sign off his podcast. Oh, shut up, phone. My friend used to like, hey, we'll be on next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Unless you're in Australia, that's a week from tomorrow. Yeah, or a week from last Tuesday, or some weirdness. He said, but basically, because how far Australia is outside of the time zones from the East Coast of the United States. Anyway, so Joe, what plans do you have? What's your birthday experience of the week that you're planning on for next week?
I think we're gonna go out to eat tomorrow. It's not gonna be anything big because if you go to a nice restaurant with kids, they're just gonna get chicken fingers anyway. So it's like, why bother? With younger kids. And so we're gonna go. I think the plan's gonna go. We're gonna go to Firehouse Subs and just get some real nice subs. And
I like Firehouse Subs.
Yeah, I like they've got a brisket sub that I really like.
Mm-hmm. Dig it. And I will say, you should always do your research on charities before you give any money to a charity. There's free sites out there that you can vet charities. I am very anti Susan B. Komen because like 99%, 99% of the income goes to them, and like 1 or 2% goes to actual cancer research or help. But Firehouse Subs specifically, they do really, really well in their local communities supporting EMS and firefighters. So If you round up your change because you want to help out, it actually does help out.
Yeah. Well, and most of my charity goes to my church because I know that charity,
Sure.
they've got different donation categories, and the one that I specifically donate to goes to help local people in need. So 100% of it
Good.
does.
Good, man. It's to me. It's not about feeling good. It's about doing good. And that's why I learned about a decade ago to just start searching who I'm supporting, how I'm doing it. Because I'd rather, I mean, if 98% is going to go to paying your overhead, I'd rather just go buy. And we did this a number of years ago. And hey, I'm putting this out there for all of our community. You want to help out where you are in the world. This is a very efficient and cost-effective way to do it. Winter's coming. That is not a Game of Thrones plot. It's a literal. It's coming. Well, unless it's Australia, then winter's passing and spring's coming. You're okay. But my wife, we spent maybe $100 total. I think. Dollar Tree, like the store that everything's a dollar, basically. Dollar Tree, you can go online. You have to do some planning and finagling, so they'll do it in bulk for you. But she bought a ton of winter hats and gloves and socks. And I can't remember if we did blankets, but we did little tote bags to go with it, and ended up making about 30 to 50 tote bags, and got with local distributors, like charity distributors, who would give it to homeless people. Because not everybody feels comfortable driving down to where the homeless live and handing them out. We did some of that ourselves, but we also made sure we
Yeah.
got some help.
Or drop it
Yeah,
off your local homeless shelter or something like
yeah,
that. Yep.
exactly. And it's so yeah, put your actions where your money is and all that jazz. All right. There's all that now. So all that traveling I didn't play any games. I mean, I didn't remember to turn on Pokemon Go, which I was in Savannah, so it'd have been all new stops and all new areas, perhaps a new biome because it's on the river or on the coast rather, and the river, but it's on the coast. Um, I didn't do that. I missed days with my Marvel game. Um, I didn't do very much of anything other than work. 'Cause I really love what I do, and when I'm talking and editing and all that stuff. So I don't have a lot of experience of the week. I think I have a little bit. Well, I'll look it up. What do you have for your experiences of the week?
Uh, Most of the stuff I've caught this week, I've trashed, to be completely honest. Um, but yeah, I do have a few things here and there. Some Furfrau. Um,
I got Furfrau. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
there you go. There you go. I probably won't, just like the costumes that I don't care about, I probably will never
Yeah.
use that change form button on him. There, I clicked on it once.
Don't go
Neat.
change.
Bye. Yeah, so caught some Furfrou, caught some of the costumed Pokemon, the
Good.
Corellia with a hat, the Krogunk with a hat.
Yeah, I took the
Um,
picture, which I guess I missed out on the rest of that. Was that in the
oh,
today in the researches? Was it? Is that where you had to take the picture? I had to take like a live picture of a Blitzel or
yeah,
somebody.
that was
Wow.
last week. Yeah,
Yeah, I did like one section of it. I was like, yeah.
which reminds me, I forgot to keep a Blitzel with the costume. Oh well,
Oh no,
I'm so
Joe, whatever.
brokenhearted.
Yeah, the task
How
force is
dare
going to get
I?
you. The
Yeah.
task force is going to.
um, but yeah, no.
Task force underscore. Dun, dun,
This
dun.
week's been a bit of a week. Even before today, which today was hectic. I was telling Charles before the show started that my son sprained his, or not sprained, he fractured his arm today. So, fun times. Catch a cast.
Okay, but
Um,
he's not telling you the rest of the story. Was he caught a fur fry? He was so proud he went to high five his dad. His dad is so disappointed in him. He just half high fived him into the ground. And fractured his
I'm
arm.
like, how dare you get so excited about this useless Pokemon?
It's a
Bam!
useless Pokemon, son. Learn the hard way. It's a high five, though. He didn't hit his kid. It's a high five. It was an accident. It was a thing. So no, actually, what did happen? What did happen with it?
No, he was
Now that I made everybody sound like you're an abuser, let's clear up the story.
he was running too fast and slipped and ran into a wall and fractured it when he braced himself against the
Yeah,
smacking
that's
into a
usually
wall.
when you're a kid.
Yeah, it's not a bad fracture. Like I say, cast. He doesn't even have a cast. He has a splint. So it's not a bad fracture, but fractures in
Hairline,
general
maybe?
aren't fun,
Hairline fracture?
huh?
I never mind. I was getting off in the EMT world. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
Uh, That's not what we call to talk about.
It's a humorous fracture.
Hey, he doesn't find it funny at all. So, um, all right, let's see what we got. Oh, I was looking at photos. I think I got more than a fur, not much more, but I'm pretty sure I took a photo. So, man, I went to an art gala uh, last Saturday night, um, and saw some interesting art. Bought a piece, not the original, which would have been pretty baller, but I can't afford the originals. Hey, speaking of baller, our buddy Dennis Robinson funded his Kickstarter, and there's still 2 days to go if you want to get in and get the stretch goals. He's trying to reach $8,500 now, and he's about a little over $7,500.
Did you
So
donate that $1,000 you were wanting to donate?
didn't get to the 1,000, man.
You still could.
I couldn't quite I can't quite justify it. How about that? I can't quite justify the 1,000. I can't find my picture of the Pokemon I took either, which I know. Oh, there it is. Meowstick. I got Meowstick. Was my experience in the last 2 weeks I've been out. That one I didn't even know about. I was like, woo, look at that. But no, I could not. I let's just say I worked
You
out
couldn't convince your wife?
No, I couldn't even
Couldn't convince yourself.
ask my wife. I was like, no, because I know she's just going to punch me in the face. Right.
I could imagine her doing that actually, like legit.
Yeah. Right. So no, I did not bring that topic up, but I did donate quite generously and support it, and told him, hey, look, can I trade these sets of rewards that I don't really care about for a hockey jersey, because that's really what I want. And I think he's going to work that out for me. I think I'm going to get my hockey jersey. So, you know, but yeah, Charles almost got punched in the face over a hockey jersey. That's actually kind of apropos to hockey. But all right, let's see. So yeah, so you got about disappointing. Terry is disappointing us again with all his shinies.
Shiny Butterfree, shiny Zigzagoon, a shiny Sneasel with an outfit.
Yeah, that's kind of. I will say that. Okay, that's cool with the glasses and the hat and the shiny. I get. All right,
You're like, it's not Shadow, it's not worth it, trash. And then Kittens and High Fives with a shiny Curlia with the hat, and then a shiny Krogunk with the hat as well. Thompson 309 with a shiny Blitzel with the collar. So I gotta say that collar is, I think, my least favorite costume so far that they have done. And the bar was already pretty low. Disappointing Terry coming in with a 100%, I think that's a level 1 Butterfree, CP25. 100% IVs, CP25. And then a shiny Shadow Seedot and a shiny Spearow. And then these are all, man, Terry is, he had quite a week. Shiny Sneasel with the hat. Then we've got Coach Kev here with, he labeled these all fashion because they've all got hats on them. So we've got, and they're all shiny. We've got Krogunk, Sneasel, Curlia, Blitzel, Butterfree, Smoochum, and Shinx. I was blanking on Shinx's name.
As I like to call him.
Old Yeller. And then showing off the shinies.
Old Yeller wasn't shot. He was just sent to the professor for candies.
Oh my.
Spoiler, kid.
And then showing off the shiny Lake Twins. Coach Kev has Mesprit, Uxie, and Azelf shinies, as well as some hundos.
Somebody invited to Mesprit maybe, but I didn't get. I missed a few invites, but I did not. The ones I did catch, I don't remember getting the. I think it was a Uxie that I wasn't invited to. That's okay. I mean, I may have been invited and missed it. That might have been on me. But what else is going
Mm.
on here with the
Some
game?
hundos, so Butterfree, 3 Furfrows that are changed into the 3 different um, forms, and then a shiny Sneasel.
Which, to be fair and unfair at the same time, it looks like he has multiple shiny Furfrows because they changed the color and everything when
Yeah.
you swap them over.
And then a 100% Samurott, shiny
That's
Samurott.
awesome.
Yep.
Hey,
Uh,
that's one of those Pokemon is like, I call you, Samurai. I was like, no, I'm out. God did not make that creature. I can't. That's an abomination. I can't do it.
and then duly noted with the pink Burmy and its evolution, which he has named Atom Moth. And then a shiny Pikachu. And then Kittens and High Fives from Raid Hours. That was on Tuesday. Got 150,000 Stardust during Spotlight, or sorry, not Raid Hour, Spotlight Hour, and ended up with a 4 Alolan Meow, a shiny Alolan Meowth, and a shiny Krogunk with a hat. Kittens and High Fives with a shiny Mesprit. Says that he's only missing the Azelf now. Hallowed Robin.
On an Azelf.
Yeah. Hallowed Robin with a bunch of shinies. I don't know if they're all new, but Roggenrola, 2 Alolan Meowth, Krogunk, Curlia, Skitty, and Glameow.
So the shiny rates seem to have been increased significantly. This is more people that are not the hardcores reporting a bunch of shinies versus like Hello Robin usually has a couple, more than one. I think Coach Kev has 2 or 3 usually, and this seems to be more of the reports this week are more people with multiple shinies.
See, and if this past community day felt like it had increased rates as well to me. So, and then we've got our good friend Copperwood Servo, the original fraud.
The OF. Nope.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Anyway, so he says that Alolan Meowths are basically to him like Pikachu with a hat is to you.
No, I feel you, man. I feel you.
Yep. But ended up with quite a few Alolan Meowths on the on Tuesday on the catch hour. While he was at the Chicago White Sox Stadium. So many cats at the stadium.
Barry and I have, for whatever reason, shared our find your phone locations with each other, and which I don't mind. I mean, we interact in the world at different times, so maybe we need it. But anytime I see the Sox are playing, I'll hit the find my phone and look and see every once in a while you'll like see him driving out of the parking lot or something. Like, oh, game's over. I stalk you every once in a while, Barry. It's my form of entertainment. Just consider it fair game since you stalk me every week. But that's it. But yeah, I mean, obviously,
what's a little friendly stalking between friends?
Yeah, but it is. It's only when the game is when they're playing in town. Look, say, is Barry at the game? It's like, no, he's in Tokyo this week, or whatever. Poor Barry.
I have a friend that that's how she met her husband, was stalking him.
I don't even know how to even. Finally, Mr. Tim Reed, 44.
No, so in her defense, let me just real brief tangent. They had just met each other, and they were at a mutual friends party. I don't know how the conversation of came up of stalking, but he had voiced that he had never had a stalker, and she had voiced that she had never stalked anybody.
Oh my god!
And so so it was kind of a mutually agreed upon stalking.
Okay.
and so she got his class schedule. It was in college, and she took a couple of pictures of him leaving his classes and sent them to him, and then they started dating.
That's funny. That's a story. It all depends on how it plays out, right? That's a story that could have gone horribly wrong, but turned into this cute. How'd you meet each other story? I get you.
Yep. But then Barry says that no Meowths were harmed during Spotlight Week. However, they were trapped, neutered, and returned.
It returned. Oh my god.
And then Mr. Tambourine hit level 44. Pretty awesome stuff there. Mr. Tambourine is here with us tonight. And then Nolte coming in with a bunch of new shinies. So 2 Uxies, a Mesprit, 5 Alolan Meowths, and a Krogunk. And then I kept trying to hit the X on the screenshot.
Right.
Like, that's not working. I do that all the time when we're doing this. And he actually turned that in just before we started the show tonight. So
Well, congrats. There's one more experience of the week that didn't make our list there, and that's Kittens and Knives. Wrote me last week. Says, heard it was your birthday this week on the cast. Very happy birthday, Charles. You guys always make me feel better. I'm sorry. You guys always make my week better. Mine's coming up on Monday, and man, I feel old. I'll just skip what he said there just in case you wanted me to. I just wanted to take the time to let you know you're appreciated, how much we love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful year to come. Be well, homie. Thanks, and happy birthday, Kittens and Knives.
happy birthday indeed. My my in-laws, they sing a Viking version of Happy Birthday. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but it talks about sadness in the air and people dying everywhere. But happy birthday.
That's the birthday. I love it so much. But you survived, I guess. Good luck. Oh my goodness, that's funny. So, all right. Do we have a topic of discussion for this week?
No, I didn't do one last week.
That's fair. I did hit Joe up very last minute and say, hey man, it was not the plan to leave as late as I did. It was not the plan for me to miss. I do apologize. It's last minute. So whatever Joe had to do last week to make the show work, good on you, Joe.
Yeah, it's weird running the show by yourself, and yeah, like School of Rock Eddie was in chat a lot last week, commenting and whatnot, and
good,
commenting about how it's weird running solo.
And you know what? Because we honestly, it's gotten, my life has smoothed out. I know there's a patch in the spring of this year where it was very up and down where I was going to be in the world at the time when showtime came and all that stuff running the this company, but things have smoothed out. But every once in a while, you still don't know when I may or may not be here. Joe too. Every once in a while, Joe has called me and said, "Hey, man, my legs are really, really bad off, and I'm not feeling great, and we'll see what happens." And we don't know. So my point is, with all that, help us out. Jump on that speak pipe, right? Pokemon GO Podcast.com, and the speak pipe tab is right there on the side, and just click it. Just throw some comments out. Just talk about your experience of the week. Just do something, right? Be a part of the show. Come play with us. Come talk about how your kid broke their arm or what you did for your birthday. Because I don't think we're ever going to really transition the show away from Pokemon Go unless the game just somehow goes away, right? But as you can tell, we especially with the feelings we had with the way Niantic responded to stuff, and we're going to talk. I think Joe's at least teased me that we're going to talk more about this task force this week. Which is an irritant to me.
I don't know, when Pokemon Sleep comes out, we might just have to transition to talking about Pokemon.
You know,
I couldn't even get through.
Yeah, that might be, but we talk more about our lives and have fun because this is our time. This is for me and Joe to catch up with each other. You can always tell when I've been gone, I'm way more hyped up when I come back because it's been 2 weeks, and it's not because I played the game. I did play it some, but it really is to be here with everybody. So come be a part. Come share your voice with us. Come hang out. And so when those random nights come, when one of us isn't here, you're the co-host. And Weird Tigger says today is actually my birthday. But you know what? You didn't pay us big.
Happy birthday!
No.
I'm doing it.
No.
Ready?
Yeah, happy birthday. We'll
happy birthday. Happy birthday. There is sadness in the air. People dying everywhere, but happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh my god, the butt. Yeah, no. I can't say the words I want to say, but hey, you're a selfish person. No, everybody's dying and sad. You know what? Happy birthday
That
anyway.
and
Selfish.
that's the mild verse. I've looked up some of the other verses that we don't sing, and
Uh,
they go very dark.
that's I might have to look that up, and I want to. I want to look it up. You know me, I get distracted easily, but yeah. Hey, speaking of being distracted, I took an online ADHD test and I scored high. I don't think you're supposed to. So Weird Al does a birthday song that is just as dreadful, Tigger says, and they love it. Cool. All right, so yeah, be a part of the show, hang out and chat, send us your voice, email us. Actually, I don't think I checked email. I'll check that here in a minute. But Joe, I'll put in the break if you want to hit the commercial button there live, and then we'll be back with all of the headlines.
All right, boom.
What's the song? What's the song? I think we'll do that one.
Da, 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 da.
Last week I did put in I put a song in for your break on the podcast version.
Oh, okay,
Spice it up a little bit.
spicy.
Because honestly, it just feels jerky. It's like, well, Charles in there. He's just gonna duct tape this thing together and move on. I was like, no, I'll put the extra time. I mean, it's like a minute. It's not a ton of extra time. It's like a minute of extra time. I'm like, oh, there's a song. I'll put it in. It's fine. All right. Add 2 of 2 is coming down. So I'm gonna hit the music right now. Let me get the marker. Now, had I really been a good producer and show host, I would have quickly looked up the Weird Al birthday song and played it. I didn't think about that. I was hitting the button to play Viridian City there. If I'm not mistaken, Joe, that is actually one of your favorite songs that we play coming out of break, isn't it?
I do like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. The way it's structured and written, the words are like, because Pokemon. It's like if you love Pokemon, it's fine. Otherwise, you're like just singing along, I guess. But it's really well done. And then that guy's cover, Jonathan something, or I can't remember his last name right now. It covers it really well. So, all right, let's see. Does it any particular order you want to go in, Joe?
Nope. Which one do you
Awesome.
find the most interesting?
Well, the one I'm going to go off on a little bit is guess what? If it wasn't bad enough that you can't get shinies very much in the game and it's hard to catch everything, and they're literally, this game is the crack of all games for kids because you can never actually catch them all. Now you can't catch the eBay cookies either. Oreo cookies on eBay. Lord Jesus, I never thought I'd be covering a story like this.
And I'm going to state this right now before we get into it. Please don't buy Oreos off of eBay.
I agree.
But yeah, no, there's people. I haven't looked to see if any of these are actually selling, and I highly doubt
I'm going right
any
now.
of these are selling. But apparently, people are listing them. So let me back up just a moment. Oreo put out Pokemon cookies. Oh, School of Rock Eddie says they are selling. Well, I guess I shouldn't have eaten the Mew one that I got the other day.
Buy stupid things all the time. And it's like, how much? I'm just reading the first line of the thing. How much do you pay for Oreo cookie? Some answer would be thousands of dollars as a one hard to find cookie. It ain't that hard to find. And you actually are more likely to find a Mew cookie than you are to find a shiny anything in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, so Oreo put out Pokemon cookies. They've got, I think, 16 different Pokemon on them. School of Rock Eddie, said they're not hard to find, but apparently they are selling on eBay. Some of them have sold for as much as $1,000, according to Rock Eddie. People are listing them for as much as $10,000, which please do not. Don't do it.
Go for it. No,
Just
go
don't
for it.
do it. I've seen. Apparently, School of Rock Eddie says that they ran out the first week. When I was at Walmart the other day here, they still had some. So,
$2,000.
maybe I should go buy some and toss them on eBay.
Oreo cookies or best offer. It says, Most of this is biting out. There's a single Oreo Mew, which I said this before the show. I'm going to say it again. One of the worst cookie molds I've ever seen in my history of cookies. And I'm 40 years old. I had to think about, hold on now. And I have grown up with, they started doing cookie molds, right? Where you could have the Mario on there. And I don't know why I said the Mario. That was
The Mario,
the
like
Mario,
like
and the Zeldas. And there's been some really, really. I remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles specifically did like a cookie mold, and mold by that's how they press the Oreo down to make the shapes, right? That's what I'm talking about. This one, I played this game enough to know what Mew looks like, and even I was like, that's
so
that's
that
that's
artwork
not
is
Mew.
based off of the card. Just FYI, that quote unquote artwork.
Yeah,
The
but
mold is based off of that, and I like how you said the Mario. Now,
Mario's.
chat's talking about Chris Pratt Mario. For those that didn't
Yeah,
know,
that's a
there
side. Don't do that later.
Nintendo did announce a Mario movie,
There's
and
not.
Chris Pratt's gonna be Mario. Anyway,
I'm having a problem with recording.
of course you are.
Grief.
But yeah, no. Apparently, some stores even stopped selling them because people are crazy. People
People
are
are
crazy,
crazy.
and so apparently at a specific Target, a violent dispute broke out at what in Wisconsin at a Target, and they stopped selling them altogether for a while. Like stopped selling. Sorry, not the cookies, but this was the cards. Stopped selling sports cards. Stopped selling Pokemon cards. Stopped selling everything because this past year, uh, collectible cards just skyrocketed for a multitude of reasons, but just crazy. Crazy.
Yeah,
So
well, I
yeah,
think is things are getting harder to get nowadays, just in general. Now, the gold Pikachu, that's okay. Now, the gold Pikachu is selling for 99 cents. Now, I don't know if that's a real thing or somebody actually went and made it gold on there. But the gold Pikachu is selling for 99 cents. But the rare Mew is selling for $100. And you said your wife has already eaten like two or three.
yeah, we've already eaten. She ate one, I'm not sure if I've had one or not, but she definitely ate one,
So, what it tastes like, Joe?
an Oreo. And
Exactly.
I don't understand why people care because they're gonna go bad. They're gonna go stale. They're gonna be gross.
Oh, yeah.
Like even if you didn't open it, how long are you planning on keeping this? It's just an Oreo. It still tastes like an Oreo. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. It's weird.
People are crazy.
Um, and now I'm seeing maybe at first stuff was selling really well, but I'm seeing like zero bids. Most of it is best offer. Some of it's like a whole pack of the cookies unopened for $10 plus $10 shipping. Um, there's one they listed the pack for $8.10 with zero bids or $57. Buy it now. $25,000 or best offer
Okay,
for a picture of the
so
Mew
for a
Oreo.
picture of the Mew, so School of Rocketti said that it was only selling the first week, that it's not anymore, and I saw that happening with all you see that happening with all kinds of stuff. People panic by the first week. Oh, I won't be able to find it. Blah blah blah. So
I don't really
anyway,
like Oreos all that much anyway. So it is what it is.
I've still got. I might even have a Mew upstairs. We've still got some Pokemon Oreos upstairs. I didn't even. I wasn't even the one that initiated the purchase of those. My wife saw them and just thought, oh, the kids will like these. These are Pokemon themed.
No, and
So
that's great. I mean, she was right, wasn't she?
yep. Well, it's not like they even had like cards in them or anything. Like at least with the Pokemon cereal that they did last year, they had cards in them, and people were buying them left and right.
Yeah. I got some pack of Pokemon cards. I remember putting out to our community going, should I open these? Should I save them? I mean, I don't really know much about collectibles. And everybody's like, yeah, it probably won't matter.
Yeah. Well, most of them,
I still save them.
I don't plan on buying them to resell. I just buy
McDonald's
stuff.
did them recently. That's what it took.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just buy them to to have them. Like a few months ago, I bought a Growlithe card because Growlithe is my favorite, and I wanted it, and it was cheap. It was like $1 for a reverse
And
hollow
that it
Growlithe.
means something to you, and that's
Yeah,
fair.
and so yeah, I'm not going out of my way to spend a ton of
And
money on it.
what'd you think of that neck gator I sent you a picture of?
The neck gator? What? Where?
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it then. The neck gators are the ones that sit around your neck and you pull up over your face. And
Oh,
there's a crowd.
oh, oh, the yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was cool.
Yeah. Um, I thought that looked pretty cool. So I don't know, Joe. I might in about 2 years send you a 3D print of a really cool Growlithe. just hold your breath. It'll get here. It'll get
Or I'll
there.
just stop by your house and take the 3D printer and make my own.
Yeah. You know what? Bring an insulated cup of 7-Eleven Slurpee and we'll trade. It'll be a fair trade. I'll give you the
So
printer.
I know we talked about it a few months ago, but I never actually said this on the air. The 7-Eleven here is still being built. I thought it was already built, but it is not. If if
Okay.
I check a Google, it shows the location of it, but it's not there yet. So now the Dunkin' Donuts that's in the same parking lot, it's there.
I'm trying, and there's a
What are
bling
you?
going on.
Yeah,
I'm
what are
sorry.
you? Bling.
I'm keep getting error warning that my hard drive is filling up, even though it's not. So I'm very frantically, quickly uninstalling some stuff that I don't need to, so that the recording will keep going. So I do
Ah,
apologize for the bling bling.
one of
Even
your
though,
one of your kids got hacked playing Roblox. I hear
you know
you.
what, that's actually oddly enough a possibility, which sucks. So Roblox is a great, clean community.
Sometimes
Yeah,
depends on
yeah,
which
but it's just not
which which
285
which
gigs of
nooks of
space.
Roblox you're
What
looking
are
at.
you talking about?
Anyway, we have some events coming up here in October. Like Niantic does the week before the end of the month, they'll post what the upcoming month's events are, and of course, the end of the month, they're I guarantee, I haven't even looked at this in detail yet, but they almost always say, surprise is coming. Nope, they don't. They actually announce all of it this time.
Hey, hold that thought for a second.
I'm holding it.
All right. Oh, save all. Because I all right. Fair enough. Right there and record. Okay. So I freed up a decent amount of space, but I kept getting the error popped up is there's a critical write error. You're going to lose all your data. So I stopped the recording real quick and then restarted it. Hopefully that should be good. All right. So they actually didn't just tease the announcement. They actually
announced
announced
the
that they were going to
announcement.
announce.
Yes, that is correct. So, um, are they calling it Spooktober again? They a lot of times they call it Spooktober. Maybe
Well, also they're going to reuse assets, right? They've already made a ton of assets for the game that say Spooktober.
yeah. So, we've got coming to raids starting tomorrow. My birthday will be Genesect holding a Douse Drive. So, for those that are unfamiliar with Genesect's different forms, he does have a few different forms. So, there's normal Genesect, which we've had. Then there's the Shock Drive, Burn Drive, Chill Drive, and Douse Drive. And so, we're getting the Douse Drive version um, coming to raids, and it'll be here until the 12th of October. Altered Form Garatina will be appearing in 5-star raids after that, so the 12th until the 22nd. And then Darkrai that knows Sludge Bomb, so that's a poison move. I kind of wonder how good that'll be. Poison moves in general don't have the best type matchups. But anyway, Darkrai with Sludge Bomb will be here from Friday, October 22nd until November 5th. And you could get a shiny one of the Altered Form and the Darkrai, but not of Genesect. So,
Okay.
and then popping up in raids, there will be Mega Gengar and Mega Absol. I don't think the Mega Gengar one surprises anybody. The only part that surprises me is that Mega Gengar is not here on Halloween. He's here the 1st to the 22nd, and then Mega Absol takes over from the 22nd to the 5th. I kind of think they should flip that, but, you know, it is what it is. And then Raid Hour. So on the 6th, it's going to be Genesect. On the 13th and the 20th, it'll be Altered Form Giratina. And on the 27th, it will be Darkrai. And then the Pokemon Spotlight Hours. The 5th will be Drifloon. No surprise there. The 12th will be Ghastly. The 19th will be Gothita. And the 26th will be Murkrow. I'm kind of surprised that they put Murkrow as the one just before Halloween. Like, it fits the theme, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Out of the quote unquote scary Pokemon, I would have preferred something like Yamask or something like that. But Murkrow's fine. It's fine. And then we've got Duskull Community Day on the 9th, Saturday the 9th. And Dusk Noir can learn Shadow Ball. We talked briefly about that when it was first announced. Again, a lot of people are like, because I'm kind of surprised that none of this has Litwick at all. Because Litwick...
Yes. Okay.
Chandelure is meta relevant and is relatively popular with the community, and so I'm kind of surprised that Chandelure via Litwick is not in any of this month. But it is what it is. And then we've got the movie tie-in. I talked about that last week while you were gone. There is a new movie coming to Netflix on October 8th called Pokemon the Movie Secrets of the Jungle. And that will be when Zarude, Zarude's special research will be made available as well. And then Niantic's birthday, apparently, is on October 6th. I didn't realize that. Have they even mentioned it in the past, or is this the first time they're ever mentioning their own birthday? But anyway, if you log...
This is the first time, I think.
Yeah, if you log in on October 6th, apparently there will be a free box if you log in sometime between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. local time. And then Pokemon Go Halloween returns. So the 15th to the 31st, costumed Pokemon will be returning. So let's see, 15th to the 21st. That overlaps with Mega Gengar. So I wonder if we're going to see Gengar in his Halloween costume. That would not surprise me. And then are we going to get Spiritomb again like we have the past several Halloweens as part of the special research that's going to be for Halloween? We'll see. I hope it's... Here's what I hope. I hope Spiritomb is there, but it's not the final Pokemon that we get. Specifically so that we can get another one, build up candy, or for people who were not here the previous 7 times they had the opportunity. I mean, not really 7, but the previous bunch of times you had the opportunity, then they can at least get it for their first try. But yeah. So that is the gist.
Are you excited about it at all? There's a no.
No. I can't. I was trying to think of something that I would be happy about. I mean, Yamask is appearing in. So I mentioned Yamask earlier. Yamask will be in the breakthrough encounters, but that's 4. Okay, we get 4 in our research boxes. Yeah. I don't know.
It's all right.
Zarude, I'm excited for Zarude, but he is next to nothing when it comes to Halloween. He's not Halloween themed. He's just a tie-in with the movie.
I was looking for something else. So if you read this, I do apologize if I'm restating it. But School of Rock Eddie says, finally a reason to do raids again. I've only done about 3 to 4 raids in the past 3 months. And if you know anything, you know that Rock Eddie was very much a mega raider, in my opinion. Like that was his thing, like Terry does. They go out and they raid and they play, and he's just kind of gotten burned down on it. So, and that last Zarude or whatever that last character was, Billy Zapka, whatever. School Rocky says he has bad moves, so he's bad in PvP as well.
Who has bad moves? Are you talking about Zarude?
I assumed Zarude because that was the last name you said before he typed that in.
That would stink. Because last week I talked about how I had talked about how stats wise he could have been the best grass type for PvP and PvE. But
Kind of like no one ever was.
if his move set is bad, that not cool, Niantic. You suck. Oh, Niantic.
You're no good. That always begs the question: who controls how the stats are done in the game? Is it Niantic or is it Nintendo or the Pokemon Company?
I think Niantic has a fair bit of leeway when it comes to the stats or for the move pool, because I think all they do is they use the move pools that are available in the main series games. And so I think as far as leeway goes, they pick and choose what moves they could know in the main series games and determine what they're gonna get. That that makes me sad. So I was excited for him. Now I guess he's just one to catch.
Yeah,
It's crazy how the move pool really does uh, make a huge impact on a Pokemon. So,
yep. I mean, you and I will try to catch him.
oh well, we will catch him, and you'll catch him, in like a year, because
Yeah,
it's a special research, so it'll never go away.
I actually, you know what? I got caught up very recently on most of my specials. I have Finding Your Voice, 1 of 6, which is the newest one. Misunderstood Mischief, 5 out of 16, and that's it. I've actually completed everything else that I've started now.
So what
Uh,
you're telling me is that you need to build up more to work on, and so that's why you're just gonna let it sit there.
yeah, that's why I'm going to let it sit there. Sure, we'll go with that.
Oh man.
Oops, wrong button.
So
Um, all right. So we get that Spooktober. What about this Team Go Rocket Leaders research update?
mm, yes, so the Silph Road, uh, for those that don't remember, back in the day, the Silph Road was originally set up as a, well, I guess when the game launched, it pivoted to being about research in the game. When it was originally set up, it was going to be to facilitate trades across the world, being able to move stuff
Sure.
across the world. But then we found out, well, when the game first came out, trades weren't even available. But now, even when trades are available, Pokemon can only be traded once. So you can't exactly facilitate trades around the world. How
Yeah.
cool would that be, though, if you could trade
Yeah.
multiple times and you could be like, okay, this Pokemon went from California to Atlanta to New York to Paris. It'd be interesting if you could track trades around the world. Anyway, I go off on a tangent. So they did some research on the Team Go Rocket Leaders. The Silph Road did, and um, specifically with a focus on shiny rates as one of the things that they were tracking for the shadow Pokemon that you got from leaders. So defeating the leaders appears to give you a 1 in 64 chance of it being a shiny shadow Pokemon. Um, and then they also did some research on the items dropped, but I don't know, the items dropped are like meh to me. It's hyper potions,
Yeah.
max potions, revives, max revives, and oh, why am I blanking on which? Is that the Sinnoh Stone? Uh, the Unova Stone. Drops the Unova
You
Stone.
know it.
Um,
Bad. No.
and yeah, that's the
Yeah.
main thing. They do provide breakdowns on which Pokemon you could capture based on who you're fighting, how frequently they pop up, and things like that. They provide their raw data down at the bottom, but in general, I think the biggest takeaway from this is that it's roughly a 1 in 64 chance that when you're fighting a Team Go Rocket leader, that they will have a a shiny shadow Pokemon. Now this could change starting tomorrow because Jesse and James will be back. Now, granted, they are not Team Go Rocket leaders, but whenever they make a change to the algorithms, we don't know what all happens in the background. So these numbers could be obsolete. Although in the past, they do state there was no difference in the shiny rate between shadow Pokemon rescued from Jesse and James and those rescued from Team Go Rocket Laters as far as the shiny rate goes. So there's that.
As you see by my lack of jokes, I don't care.
Yeah, well, and Mr. Tambourine says that hasn't been his experience. He's battled over 1,000 Team Rocket members. Now, Team Rocket members or Team Rocket leaders? Because we're specifically talking about leaders. But Mr. Tambourine says that he has one shiny shadow Pokemon.
Is there a medal that shows you how many leaders you fought?
I'm not sure. I mostly ignore the leaders. So Mr. Tambourine says he's fought Team Rocket leaders 278 times and has
How do
only
you
one.
find that out? Because that's a very specific number, so I know it's listed somewhere.
Yeah, it must be listed on your profile on.
There's so many symbols. I don't even know which one. There's a rocket. Members. I've done 178 members. Would leaders be next to it? Nope. Kalos is next to it. And Cameraman's next to it. So yeah, I don't know which one's the rocket leader. I'm sure there's a rocket leader badge because they get badges for everything. Oh, there it is. I think that's it. Yeah. Defeat the boss 5 times. Oh, that's Giovanni. So I've fought Giovanni 3 times. But I don't know how to separate the leaders out. Anyway, that all being said, we're all in agreement. It's not super exciting. You know what is exciting, Joe?
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, no kidding. It's more exciting than what I'm about to tell you. I am at 5,979,207 experience points out of 6 million to go to level 41.
Out of 6 billion?
6 billion.
Oh.
All right.
Actually,
So
I'm closer to level 44 than I thought I was. I need another 1.2 million, a little over. Anyway, I digress.
We have a speak pipe to play, and then there's some time to do some things.
Well, we still have one more source as well.
Oh, did I skip one?
You sure did.
We went out of order. So,
We
okay,
did.
which one did I skip?
The Douse Drive.
Oh, okay, because I heard you talking about Genesect. It's holding the Douse Drive.
Yeah.
I didn't cover. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so we've got a raid counter guide here for us since Genesect with the Douse Drive will be available from the 1st to the 12th. Basically, it's a steel bug type, so you want to use fire. Ultimately, that's what it boils down to. Yeah, so this isn't the Florka cows. This is I don't know who did this artwork. Maybe
it's kind of minimalistic. It's really neat.
Yeah. So basically, you just want to burn them, burn the bug, and then burn the rest of the house down. But so we've got Reshiram, I believe that is. I always get confused which one's
Black Betty,
the black one versus the white one. Reshiram is the white one. Yeah, so Reshiram, and then we've got Chandelure, Darumaka, and
Heatran.
Yep. There you go. Those are the top counters up at the top, and then basically just burn it down, throw fire at it, and make it wish it had never been bored.
Blast, burn, overheat. Those are the ones that are really what they're saying you should have.
Yes.
But yes, Joe and I have anecdotally scientifically discovered, if you just take in the suggested Pokemon, and with 4 or 5 plus people at level 40 or whatever, you're gonna be fine. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
I do like Genesect. I have a shiny. That was one of the first shiny, uh,
Mythicals.
whatever these are considered. They're not legendaries, but the hard to get
Mythicals.
mythicals. He was one of the first shiny mythicals I earned. Nobody traded it to me. I actually caught one. I was very excited about that because he looks cool. And I did. I'm a big boy. I did it on my own. I love that. The first comment: how did Genesect fire? The end. Kill it with fire. It's a bug. You kill it with fire.
And breaking news.
Oh no! What do we got?
My son has scored his first point ever in baseball. And now
Yeah,
back to Pokemon Go.
good job, random kid. Yeah, he learned from you breaking his brother's arm that I better do good or daddy's no. Why? No, those are bad jokes. Bad jokes. Moving on.
I
So
swear I'm a good dad.
he is. He really is. So we have a speak pipe, and I've got it right here.
Yes, and this
Right.
person, I love your salads.
Caesar sent it in.
Hey guys, it's Caesar again. Just wanted to make a correction. With the Ditto, they did announce that if it's a shiny Pokemon, so for example, if it's a shiny Drowsy, it will not turn into a Ditto. But if it's a Pokemon that is not shiny, then it can turn into a Ditto, and it can also be shiny.
Okay, so
Well,
you
they
don't
may
see it shiny in front of you.
they may have announced that, but that is not what is happening. I saw reports even today of people, actually your exact example, a shiny Drowsy turned into a shiny Ditto. So
Well, so the theory is it's not supposed to because they announced that it wouldn't do it, but as we know, Niantic doesn't always get it right on the head. Um,
Niantic's not always right in the head. What?
yeah, no, that is you nailed it, Joe. That is exactly what I was I was saying without a doubt. Hey, I got this to play too. And Caesar, thank you. Thank you for lending your voice to ours and being part of the show. We very much appreciate that.
Oh, hey there. My name's Tom, and I have a question for the King of the Frauds. Hey, Joe, what time is you fraud?
It is time for random trivia. And this week I am going to talk about Genesect, since Genesect will be coming back to raids here in 24 hours, tomorrow. So Genesect is the Paleozoic Pokemon. He is a... I don't... Have you seen the Genesect movie, Charles? Nope. Okay.
No,
So,
I should,
spoiler alerts for those that have not seen it. Genesect was around ages and ages ago. It gets uncovered, and he's back and trying to fulfill its mission. So Genesect is super old. He's back, but he's not a fossil Pokemon because he didn't die per se, and then be brought back to life. Genesect, like I mentioned earlier, has the 5 different forms: normal, shock drive, burn drive, chill drive, and douse drive. And we are getting the douse drive.
So does that make it water, basically? Because douse, right? You douse things with water.
No. So he's still bug steel type
or whatever, but he's not. So what is he? What's the point of the drives?
The point of the drives. So, okay.
Sorry.
He has a move called Technoblast. And if you look at the Pokemon, he has kind of like a cannon on top of him. The drive determines what type of move Technoblast is. So basically what the cannon is shooting. So his normal version, just normal Genesect, is a normal type move. So the Douse Drive it changes that move to water type. So it's kind of water type, but the Pokemon itself, his type does not change. And then the Shock Drive it changes it to an electric type move. The Burn Drive changes it to a fire type move, and the Chill Drive changes it to an ice type move. And you can actually see on the artwork or on its model itself, there's a little doodad on the cannon that changes color based on which drive is installed.
Okay.
So yeah, its Pokedex entry says that over 3 million years ago, it was feared as the strongest of hunters. It has been modified by Team Plasma. So that
more than Team Rocket, or
in the main series games, there's a bunch of different teams that you encounter. Team Rocket is the one that pops up most frequently, but not all of the games have Team Rocket. So in the Black and White games, there was Team Plasma. Or in the Ruby and Sapphire games, there's Team Magma and Team Aqua. So there's a bunch of different teams, and so in those games, Team Plasma was the bad guys, and they modified Genesect and put the cannon on Genesect. But yeah, they upgraded the cannon on its back.
all right, okay,
Yeah, and its shiny form, which again, the form that we're getting, the Douse Drive, we cannot get the shiny form yet, which I think is dumb because we can already get the shiny form of him. How hard is it to just change the color on the one? So I don't get why they're not giving it to us. But anyway, yeah. So it's normally purple. Its shiny form is red. And Genesect is the only bug type mythical Pokemon, and it is tied for the highest base stat total of all bug type Pokemon. But all of the Pokemon that it ties with are Megas, so Mega Pinsir, Mega Scizor, and Mega Heracross. And yeah, it's a lot of people almost look at it as a foil to Mewtwo, because both of them were created by, or both of them were legendary Pokemon that a villainous team captured and modified. So in the, it's been a while since we've had him pop up, but there's the armored Mewtwo.
yes,
Team Rocket is the one that put the armor on Mewtwo. So, but with Genesect, it was Team Plasma that put the cannon on it. And then Genesect, it's the Paleozoic Pokemon because in the actual world, in the Paleozoic era, there were supposed to have been large insects, giant insects. So it's a giant cockroach with a cannon. And then Genesect, the name is a combination of gene or genetics and insect. And yeah,
that makes sense.
good old Genesect.
Good old Genesect. So, all right. Well, that's that this week. I'm looking forward to the new raids, and Joe, I'm sure we'll be seeing each other in the digital world to do some of those together.
Digimon, digital
You,
wrong,
not
wrong one.
Digimon, different digital world. If you want to join what we do here, share your voice with us. Show at PokemonGoPodcast.com. Again, you go to PokemonGoPodcast.com. On the right-hand side of the screen is a tab, and it has a speak pipe. Leave your voice like Caesar did, and like our good friend Cheeky. I know Cheeky at some point will come back around, and we'll have him again. That'll be fun. Reddit is r/Pokemon Go Podcast, where the headlines go up through the week. Do we want to do a discussion for next week, Joe? I do. The discussion I want everybody to call in about and write in about is your birthday experiences for Joe this week. Wish him a happy birthday and talk about how much fun you had catching things or whatever you want to do. So yeah, but you have a different topic you actually want to discuss?
I was gonna ask what people's favorite mythical Pokemon is and why.
Hey, what's your favorite mythical Pokemon and why? But if you don't say happy birthday, Joe, at least somewhere in that post, we're not reading it. Facebook is at Pokemon Go. Well, it's not at on Facebook, is it? It's Pokemon Go Podcast on Facebook. Twitter's at Pokemon Go Pod. And you can join us every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern here on twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast. And join the likes of Academy Impossible, Droop Dog from the Helicarrier. That's me. MetaViews, Mr. Tambourine 19, School of Rock Eddie, Shy Puff, Squish to the Twitch, Squishy Twitchy, the lover of Pokemon jumped in last minute. Welcome. And Weird Tigger 27 all here tonight. So come on in, help name the show, play with us, lend your voice to what we do. Joe, where can they find you on the web?
You can find me on Twitter at Joseph_Ard. Where can they find you, Charles?
All along the internet is Rock Out of Podcasting, and Charles McFall is Google. You can Google me. Go look at oneems.com. It's very much a baby site. We are just getting going. Most of the new content is going to go up this week, and then we got the conference we're launching out. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of different interviews. It is about EMS, yeah, but really, I want to do what I do everywhere. I'm going to entertain and make it about life as well. So. If you know somebody who's an EMT, a paramedic, a firefighter, they work in the public safety sector, turn them on to One EMS. And that's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. And the podcast, I've got the first episode of the podcast out there. It's an interview and lots of more good stuff coming this year. So that is that. And tune in next week to hear the birthday boy say.
I'm older.
Well, I guess I just